Hey folks, we are back with another edition of Tech Tips. I'm Charene Herrera, Patrick Lawson with Wind River Internet.
Hello.
And we are here with this episode to talk about some techie gifts. It's that time of year, and Patrick is the person when it comes to those hot items, those techie gifts. You're really somebody that I look to, Patrick, and I know I ask all my personal questions when we come visit, especially this time of year. But I'm excited. We have a nice list of some really affordable gifts and then some not so affordable gifts.
Yeah, you get a dream.
These are some big dreams, but they're really cool because it's state of the art in this cutting technology, and we get to chat about that a little bit today. So are you excited for the holidays?
Yeah, I think it's going to be fun.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving side dish?
Ooh, probably stuffing or lemon meringue pie.
Ooh, I don't think of dessert as a side dish, but now that you said that, I do, and I agree. I like a good dessert for Thanksgiving. Always love the stuffing, always love the mashed potatoes. And this time of year, folks are gearing up, Patrick, to purchase those holiday gifts, get those stocking stuffers. We've got some great ideas, some things that can fit in stockings, some things that can't. So we want to start from the top?
Sure. Yeah, I was thinking, people are going to be traveling. You may not always have your phone fully charged, so a good gift idea would be a little portable charger.
Do you have advice on certain ones with certain amounts of power, or maybe you just need a small charge? Is that going to be something a little bit smaller and more compatible?
Yeah, so there's a lot. There's
portable, I should say.
There's so many different ones out there. Anchor makes some really good ones, but the higher number for the capacity, the better.
Okay, good, because I don't know.
And then, finding one that has a USB-C charger, because then that's usually what your phone's going to use, and other devices, and you don't have to go around trying to find a special adapter to charge it.
Right.
There's some pretty cool ones that have the USB-C in and out for charging it, and then using it to charge your phone, and then they'll also have a wireless charger on the top, so you can just set your phone on top of it to charge it. And then someone will fold out so you can put your watch on the back to charge your watch and
like
your
the smart
phone.
watches.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can just keep it on the desk.
And so multi-device.
Yeah. So
charger.
when you're traveling, you have it plugged in and next to your bed, and it'll do everything. And then when you're traveling, it also works as a battery.
Oh, I like it.
There's
awesome.
some pretty cool ones out there, and they're usually under $50.
Right, and great stocking stuffers, great gifts under the tree. I love that one. The next one we're gonna talk about is a portable power station.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of names for these. They're basically like large batteries. They'll call them solar generators as one term.
How do they differ from the portable charger?
So instead of something the size of a, I don't know.
Small little.
Yeah, I was trying to think of I was going to say cigarettes, but anyways.
Random.
But yeah,
good comparison.
You're looking at something like a lunchbox size.
Okay.
But these have enough juice in them that you can actually use them for power outages. So you could plug your fridge into them, you could plug your TV and internet into them. And if you're camping, you can take them onto the campsite and you can use them for everybody to charge up their phones and to power any random devices that you have on your trip, computers and things. And
I could have used one during that power outage the other day because I was in the middle of a really important interview with somebody in Cheyenne, and all of a sudden it blipped out and there went all my stuff. They were still on the phone because I was recording through the phone through a
nice.
board, but the board went dead because it needed power to run. So having that portable power, and sometimes, you call them UPSs, uninterrupted power sources.
Yeah, they'll work as a UPS. There's a bunch of different brands out there. EcoFlow is the one I personally like.
RVs, too. They're great for folks who like to take their RVs or their campers.
Yeah, the ones that are a couple $100s are good enough for small things. There's some that are a couple $1,000s, and they'll actually power the air conditioning, and they'll replace the big noisy gas generators, and they'll run for hours without any noise. And then you can plug in a couple solar panels, and
look at you, just
you
making
can run for a really long time.
Off the grid, I like it. Next gift we're going to talk about is doubling your home internet max speed. You're talking about this being only about $20 a month, so this is kind of a monthly thing.
Yeah, so this is a new thing that we have at Wind River Internet. We've added the ability to double the fiber optic speed. So from 1 gig to 2 gig, it's only an extra $20 a month if you want to upgrade.
I love it.
But yeah, if you want to have the best of the best, it's available now at Wind River Internet, and it's not a whole lot more.
and loving fiber and all the things you guys are doing with that, and maybe we'll get an update too, but we've been following along with Wind River Internet and the fiber updates across Fremont County. So call Wind River Internet if that interests you. The next one I know interests me because I love Nintendos. This is the Nintendo Switch 2. Now we're mentioning this by name, but really, Patrick, as you know, just gaming consoles and fun gaming stuff is really popular this time of year.
Yeah, I thought I'd just add it to the list because it's kind of the hot new console. The only thing that's like really different this year, a lot of new games that are only available on the Switch 2, Donkey Kong and Mario Kart. And, yeah, just and you can actually go get it now. Like for a while there, it was like a, almost a black market item or something. It's like it wasn't available anywhere. But yeah.
There should be some deals, and of course there are, places here locally to check and inquire about that stuff. And if you do have any questions about some of these, tech gifts, or maybe you want to ask about the doubling your home internet max speed, contact Patrick and Wind River Internet. And also on the next one, which is mesh router add-on. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so we've talked about them before. You can get them for any Wi-Fi router usually. They sell them. Usually it's kits where you have, instead of just one, you have 2 or 3, and you'll have your main router where the internet comes in, and then you'll have these little satellite routers or mesh routers that extend the Wi-Fi so that you have a stronger signal and higher speeds in the rooms that are farther away. So usually your main router's in the living room. So maybe that back, master bedroom or whatever has got really poor internet, it might cut in and out, it might buffer on the TV. So you put a mesh router in the middle, and it'll kind of repeat that signal. They sell them, you can buy them, there's probably some good Black Friday deals, but if you get the one that's made specifically for your ISP, so like at Wind River Internet, you can just add on for $5.95 a month, one that's designed to work with the router that we have that uses the correct frequency so it doesn't interfere with other things, and it'll give you the best connectivity throughout your whole house.
What about out to the barn? Do you use mesh routers for that, or do you need another router and a mesh router in between?
So we can either, it depends on how far away your barn is. Okay. So you can put a mesh router in the window of the house closest to the barn, or you can ideally do an Ethernet drop. So we charge $100 to do that, and we'll put an Ethernet cable between the two houses, and then put the mesh on the other side. So it has really good connectivity, like just as good as inside the main house.
Yeah, a lot of folks are building little barns or barn dominiums and having them as spaces for holidays or gatherings, and they do like to have the connectivity of internet because they put the TVs in there and they want to stream some stuff. So I think that's great too. And what a great gift, a barn dominium.
I should have put that on the list.
Yeah, it's such a techie gift.
Get a tiny home.
The next one, I love AirPods. I haven't bought into them quite yet. I tested them out once and I enjoyed them, but the Apple AirPods, the latest generation, I'm not sure which generation they're on at this point, but they definitely are improving.
3, I think.
More comfortable from what I hear.
Yeah, I think, boy, there's the pros and the non-pros, and anyways, this year they've got the ability to do live translation. I just thought that was really cool. If anybody's going to be traveling, you can talk to somebody, and when they speak back to you in Spanish or whatever language, it'll tell you in your ear, and
that's so great.
So you can kind of understand. Although, if you don't know how to speak back, I guess there's a little bit of a language barrier there. But
they can't speak for you quite yet. We're getting there, though. Apple's on the way. That's great too. I love. Obviously, when you travel or folks are around, and anymore, it seems like folks have earbuds in of some sort. So upgrading those for the holiday season is a great gift.
I think it does do it on your phone, though, so you could show your phone, like if you're trying to get directions or whatever.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that live translation feature. It's fantastic. All right, the next item that we're going to talk about on our holiday gift list here for techie items, I love because I actually convinced Chad, my fiance, to get one of these smart rings potentially for his wedding ring. Obviously, he didn't really care. He's like, whatever. But I'm like, I want to track your heart rate and make sure you're sleeping at night. I mean, all these things that I wanted to do to make sure he's safe, because these smart rings do all kinds of cool things. I did find out that it doesn't work as well when it's on the ring finger opposed to the index. But Patrick, you and I just chatted about this too. I think they're really beneficial for people's health to wear these smart rings. I mean, there's the Aura, the Ringcon, the Ultra Human. There's all kinds of brands.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them out there. I personally want to get one. So I'm still in the process of like trying to figure out which.
Okay, well, you get it first,
would
and
be
then I'll
good.
you test it out.
Like, well, I already got the watch, and I got the.
But it like tracks, like if you're not sleeping well at night, it can help figure out some of that stuff.
Yeah,
It's pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah. You got your
Pretty
phone,
cool.
your watch, and the next thing I'm probably gonna get is these glasses, which is the next thing on the list.
Okay, one day we have to have Patrick wear all of his tech gear. He's gonna come with his glasses, his watch, some sort of like attachment he was telling me earlier to his fingers. I mean, just crazy the stuff that we're advancing to, and you're really gonna have your mind blown with a couple of these last items. But yes, everybody's been talking, and you've seen some social stuff about these Meta glasses.
Yeah.
Now, is Ray-Ban are they the same Ray-Ban Meta glasses?
Yeah, these are the Ray-Ban Meta glasses with
Good glasses.
with the screen built in.
Okay.
So these are the first ones that have basically kind of like augmented reality, but not quite that far yet. But they have an AI assistant built in, so you can look at something and you can ask it like, what kind of dog is that? And it'll tell you, and it'll show you a little picture of it and a description, and like you can ask for directions, and it'll do a little heads-up display. It's like Iron Man, like what he sees in that suit, and
This is crazy.
all that information is just there in your vision.
Is it like lasering me getting the information? Or?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just it's just like the chat bot, the
Right,
AI
yeah.
chat GPT or whatever,
Yeah,
but it's on your face and it sees what you see,
Right,
and so you can just ask it about anything you're looking at.
Interesting.
And it was actually pretty cool. I got to do a demo of it. It uses a band that you put on your wrist that can tell which fingers you're moving, so you can tap with different fingers to do different things, or swipe back and forth through menus.
You use your middle finger strategically.
Yeah, yeah, that's how you cancel stuff.
Yeah, cancel. He's like, you're not using these anymore. Be nice.
Upload your prescription too.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Gonna
cool.
be my question.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
so
okay.
I actually got my prescription. They made you go get a fitting at a Best Buy before they even allow you to order them.
Oh, wow.
But it was the prescription ones were going to take a couple months longer, and then you can't really resell them, and somebody has your exact same
yeah.
vision. So I was afraid, it's like, if I don't like them,
Right.
really wearing them, I want to be able to return them or sell them or something. So
Don't you think you're going to have a hard time seeing through them if you can't
well,
see?
I got contacts.
Oh, okay.
So-
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but I figure, if I really like them, like try them out for, I think you
That's
have
a
like
great
a
idea.
month to try them. Then maybe I'll switch for the prescription or a Gen 2, whatever the next one.
We should do an episode of you
Yeah.
wearing them. Like, doot, 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 doot.
Yeah,
Share
maybe.
the screen.
Yeah, we'll see. If we can do that. I don't know if you
There's
can.
gotta be some way.
We'll figure it
We'll
out.
figure it out. Yeah, I was gonna say Patrick will figure it out. So those are the Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses that we're talking about. We did just mention that you can upload a prescription. You find you really like these, or maybe you just want to give them a go with the prescription. You are able
Well, I guess
to
it's
do
one
that.
thing to keep an eye out for is they record.
Pun intended.
They take pictures and they look at. They do video. So if there's a flashing red light by law, whenever there's somebody recording, you have to notify them. So that all the companies, if somebody's got glasses on, there's a flashing red light, you'll be like, that means they're recording you.
Oh my gosh, scary for the flashing red light and the glasses. Okay, our last two are a little bit more elevated when it comes to holiday gifts. I've been having a ton of fun with this. Thank you so much, Patrick, for making this list. It's awesome. This one is so interesting, but it will definitely cost you, and it has a great name. It's called the Jetson 1, a personal eVTOL? I don't know. Anyways, it's
not
a
sure how they say
flying
it.
it's a flying egg pod of some sort. It's a flying drone that you sit in, no pilot's license required, cost you $128,000.
Yeah, so it's either a really small plane,
Right,
a
like-
flying car, or an oversized drone. But essentially what it is a little pod that you can get into and have it fly around for 20 minutes.
It looks like something I saw at the tech convention in Vegas, I think in 2019 or 2020. It was kind of looked just like this Jetson drone, and they were flying it down the Flamingo, down Las Vegas Boulevard, but it was supposed to be for Uber or something.
Yeah, so there was a couple companies down there at CES that were showing those off where they're going to do networks like Uber in big cities, where basically the top of a tall building is going to be a pad, and you can go to other parts of the city, and there's no pilot, so you just go up there, you hop in, and it takes you from one building to the other building across town, and it'll be like $5.
Wow.
And they're working with the FAA
Scary.
and everything, and they're doing testing, and it's going to be a real thing.
Well, they've done that underground tunnel in Vegas, and so I expect lots more.
Oh, they just turned on the the self-driving. So now they don't have they've got a couple of them without.
I did it with the drivers.
Without the
in it.
drivers,
She did tell me that they were going to remove all the drivers. Patrick's talking, and for a lot of folks that actually live in this area, they go to NFR here coming up very soon in Vegas. We have a huge population of Fremont County that goes down there for that. You will be able to take these self-driving cars from like the Las Vegas Convention Center to the, what's that, Resorts World.
Oh, Resorts World, and bet you the airport.
Yeah, and then down the strip, and yeah, it's pretty awesome because you just jump in and it's the self-driving, basically route for them, and they go back to the same place they started.
I tried a Zoox last time I was down there, and I can't remember if that's the Amazon one, but it's like a bigger pod, like a bus that you get into.
And is that the one that has all the cameras on the outside? And
Yeah,
it's like, okay, interesting.
It worked pretty good.
Cool. All right, well, that again costs $128,000.
So that's where it's going. Everything's going to be driven by AI, including this next and last thing.
Which is a humanoid home robot. And honestly, Patrick, I thought this would cost a lot more than it does.
So I'll explain why it's so cheap.
$20,000.
or just $500 a month.
Well, that's not bad. I mean, all your subscriptions combined.
So they got the electronics technically working, and it kind of shuffles around like an old person, but it technically can do things like theoretically put away things and fetch things for you, answer the door. Yeah.
Okay.
But the catch is it's going to be AI driven. So right now, not so much. It's learning. So they have a remote person controlling it. So there's somebody in your house virtually through the robot.
Right.
Then they see everything and they're controlling it and they're teaching it. So eventually it'll be autonomous.
They'll leave.
Yeah, they'll leave. Point. At some point they'll leave.
They'll leave your home
and
virtually.
There's certain tasks. So it'll be a task at a time. Like it can answer the door by itself without intervention. So like it doesn't need a remote person to answer the door. So you can say, go answer the door, and it'll go open the door and let somebody in. But if you wanted to go pick up all the socks and sort them by color, right now somebody else has to log into the robot remotely and drive it around.
And show them
how to do it. Yeah.
Interesting, but like Patrick said, once it learns all those things,
so you're paying,
and it's still working
to teach it.
Right. Well,
which is
it's
interesting.
You kind of, I mean, it reminds me a lot of those robot vacuums because I mean you're not paying to teach it necessarily, but it has to learn your house, or they get those grids and they go around, and half the time they're stuck places. So I don't know. And I've seen some of the humanoid robots that they've. By the way, the fact that it's only 5'6" is interesting to me. Is that an average? Because you would think it'd be taller so it could get things off of a shelf for you. I mean, that's all I think about. But yeah, it's 5'6".
Some of those Chinese ones are only like 4 foot tall. They're they're really short.
Ones, yeah.
They have them boxing and stuff.
Yeah, I've seen a few of those, but you know, there you go. Patrick, this has been really, really fun. Do you have anything crazy on your Christmas, if your wife's watching, on your Christmas gift list this year?
Well, I just presented my list.
Oh yeah, okay, good. Get him this. The Jetson one personal would be great. The flying car pod thing would be awesome. So, do we have any questions?
We just showed a little video of the robot, though.
Oh, awesome. Great. Good. Well,
It looks pretty tall, though, honestly.
Well, 5'6" is taller than both of us, Terry.
I mean, yeah, but I mean.
They had one they were showing off. I can't remember which company it was, but it was the first one that kind of is more feminine, and people thought it was real because it's got a skin on it, which looks like a sock or whatever. And so people told them, they're like, it's not just a person.
That looks so real.
Like it's a person in a suit. You can't fool us.
Suit.
It's a person in a suit. And so, okay, like we're going to cut it, but we don't know if it'll walk again because it's more like muscle tissue and stuff. And so they cut open its leg and they show that it's a robot and have it walk off the stage. And everybody's like, oh, it's just an amputee in a suit.
Oh my God. People are getting really, really tricked these days with robots and AI. And again, Patrick, this stuff is not far off. I know sometimes we're removed from some of this in Wyoming, but it's really not far off from anywhere, anything.
No, and I think a lot of these things that are kind of far out there, they'll eventually kind of work down into a more consumer, like day-to-day use technology that isn't going to be so out there. But you know, you shoot for the moon and end up with something that's something functional at some point.
Maybe you'll get this humanoid robot that will do your dishes for you.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It's the number one thing I would have on the list: doing dishes, raking leaves, shoveling snow.
Oh,
it's like
there we go.
I mean, it doesn't seem very humane, though. I mean, like very nice.
Just treat your robots nice.
Yeah, treat them nice. I know, but you're just making them do things all day. Like, hey, go have a spa day. Oh, well. Can't really do that. But any questions or anybody have any comments, you can leave them on the Facebook, YouTube. You can also contact Wind River Internet and talk to Patrick.
Yeah.
All right, Patrick. Well, I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. I hope
You as
you
well.
enjoy lots of, what did you say, lemon pie?
Oh,
stuffing.
lemon meringue pie
And stuffing, okay. Not together, but separate. I mean,
pretty good.
all on the plate, it all
Yeah.
mixes anyways. So this has been another edition of Tech Tips. I'm Charene Herrera and Patrick Lawson, Wind River Internet.